and Dope. In third, we got 19 Esports. They got 3 kills on the board already. B-Town coming in fourth. Fifth goes to Godsent. Sixth is for Knights. In seventh, we got Xset there with 2 kills. Eighth goes to BOP. Nova in ninth. 10th is for Passion Fruit. So we still have got plenty of games left to go. So I would say, a lot of these teams here with, these zeros on the boards, they can't be discouraged just yet. We got 4 more matches to go. This is day 1 of 19. We have got a ton of matches to go through over the next 19 days. So this is kind of the long haul battle here. But Dope Esports setting the tone, really putting their name on the board as we start off the night.
Yeah, really, them getting that top hill position as we saw in those final zones really gave them that advantage that they needed to stay a 4-man until the final fight, and they did amazing. Some great nades, some great shots, stayed together till the end, did what they needed to, and came out in first place.
Absolutely. That hilltop advantage ended up being a clutch for sure. So we're going to be kicking off round 2 here very, very shortly. It's going to be a Miramar match here. So, what exactly should we be saying or thinking about for Miramar? I'm thinking, this is going to be a different gameplay than Erangel because this is the biggest map that we have in the game. It is the biggest map, so you can automatically expect the odds of 2 teams landing next to each other just to be a little bit slimmer. But it's not only that, it's also the most open map that we have in the game. Meaning, the odds of you being sniped from 300 meters away is just exponentially higher. So these players are going to need to be aware of not just their immediate surroundings, but distant surroundings as well. So with that being said, let's go see what we're working with here. Oh my, oh my, oh my. We have a almost perfectly centralized flight path. This is absolutely ideal for the participants, Swins. Might be a little bit less opportunistic for us, the viewer, because it might mean being at such a big map that we might not get all the confrontations right at the beginning. But as I said for round 1, it applies just the same here for round 2. A more passive early game will almost guaranteed end up being a more climactic in game or mid game. So we got some early jumpers as Lazarus is jumping northbound towards the LR. It looks like they're going to have it all to themselves. On a different scale here, we got Knights jumping southbound alongside the Wall Street bets. That could be a potential confrontation as they end up heading towards the Los Leones area together. Yeah, I'm thinking that they might have an early confrontation. Not only that, but we have 19 Esports and Ogilvy competing for the Hacienda del Patron area or potentially heading past. Nova isn't far off from Ogilvy either. Speaking of close encounters, we got B-Town and Dope Esports both heading southbound on the most western portion of zone, looking like they might be heading downwards towards the Chumacera area. Upwards, northbound at El Pozo, we got Mizexis very, very close to Yo as well. And I'm thinking that is something to keep an eye on for sure down the road. What most concerns me right here is Ogilvy and one particular member of 19 Esports, Sam. 19 Esports, Sam, has split away from the group. 19 Esports landing in separate positions, and Sam has trouble on him. He's cooking up a nade for him.
Might be the nade he needs.
Oh my goodness, Vane escapes by the hair on his chin. Wow, talking about escaping with just a sliver of life left.
Literally.
Now Sam, but a pistol Winchester combo here. Stocking up on some 45. He does find himself a UMP. That is a game changer for early game fights, absolutely. And not only that, but he does get some level 1 armor as well.
Definitely gonna at least have the rest of his team pull up with him now, making it an even fight. Gonna hopefully get some more points for themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. And look here, it looks like 19 Esports has come to rejoin their buddy Sam in this standoff against Ogilvy. Doesn't look like Vane has been able to find any meds. And not only that, but his teammate is also fairly low on health as well. That's Vurex. Actually, Vurex is lower. They, 2 of their members almost down and out. Need to find some health. Natsuo has 2 first aids. I see a solution right there. Uh-oh.
Oh no. One going down fully and thirsted right off the rip.
Yeah. Alrighty. So we got Natsuo jumping from the rooftop, and it looks like they're going to be falling back a little bit. Natsuo getting away as best as he can. Elsewhere, I'm seeing if there's anything else going on. It looks like Mizexis and Yo are a potential confrontation as well down the road. We got Yo Spray very close to 24K in Starlight. But here we're tuning into Ogilvy Glaz. He's just trying to get a little bit more loot here, get a little bit of cover. He's got himself an AK. He is not without hope. And he does find a UMP as well. But do they have anyone around them? Yeah, they do. Relatively close by from Nova, relatively close by from members of Illuminati, and relatively close by from 19 Esports. But realistically, they do have some space on each side. Carnage rocking himself a Tommy gun here. Just looking around, searching around for some loot. He finds himself an SKS, which is actually and a mini. And any sniper will do him right now because he's got an 8X. And I can just say, on a map like Miramar, snipers are pivotal.
Yeah, they also have Hacienda, looks like to themselves, going to be able to get some great loot, not have to get any kind of contestation, really, at least very quickly.
Yeah. Speaking of contesting, we got Dope Esports and B-Town Boys very close by one another at the Chumacera area. It looked like they might be about to square off very shortly. I see Dope Kalu swimming in a pool of BT Boys. He's got great message very close by. It's something to keep an eye on the road. Yeah, for sure.
Very close to each other indeed.
We see Isajot posted up, ready and waiting with that UMP-45. And he seems all too aware of Kalu's presence here. He's not trying to make himself, his presence too known. He's not trying to put himself in any vulnerable positions where he might get knocked early game. But he is waiting to see if they are going to present themselves to him on a platter. Why is music still on?
Looks like the rest of Dope is kind of backing off, taking that upper hill of Chumacera to themselves, leaving Kalu down there by himself with the rest of BT.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so we got Kalu here, just moving around. Natsuo, what's he focusing in on? Natsuo is got Nova above him, and they are driving southbound. That could spell something out for Natsuo down the road here. Not even long down the road. We got Nova Memory working his way close by. Pig working down with that UMP out and ready. But they got space now. You know who doesn't have space is Dope. Dope and the B-Town Boys. Kalu right nearby. I am so curious to see what happens with that.
Yeah, I can't believe they haven't even seen each other or heard each other yet. That is kind of amazing.
Yeah. Well, you have to think about it. You know, no one really wants, when you got cash on the line like this, no one really wants to risk it all early game when you're under-looted and under-armored. You know, you want to make sure you have every strategical advantage you can possibly have here. So Kalu, very much in a very, very decent position with an M4, M249 combo. He's got himself a squad wiper. So if it does come down to something, he is not without hope. Okay, look at this. Yo and Nova Esports with the first 2 kills on the board. Ogilvy and Mizexis down a member already. But we still got plenty of time and plenty of zone left to go.
Yeah, with a map this big, it is not surprising that we don't see that many teams already gone.
Absolutely. And, you know, that's what I said earlier. It's a more early game. You know what it translates to. Now, Kalu just biding his time here. Oh, we see on the map here, we got the Knights putting some shots down. It looks like over towards Team 22. That's going to be the Illuminati area. Oh, Kalu from Dope is in the mix And look, there's Chico with that 3x UMP and some optimistic thinking right there. Those are some wishful shots, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
But if anyone could do it, it would be the Knights.
Just gonna try to make it so that nobody else can come up behind them in that vehicle.
Yeah. All right, so here we have Memory here. Mark working around with an SLR 8x combo. He's got Sam not too far off. But realistically, the way I see it, they have a little bit of space. Just a little bit.
Yeah, with room like that, definitely won't see a confrontation happen right there.
Okay. Well, hey, you know, the terrain in Miramar, you know it's going to have the smoothest drive, okay? All right. So now I'm taking a look at Illuminati and Nova. I'm thinking that's going to be something brewing here down the mix. Yep, and we see Pig driving closer and closer to Trovo. Yep, as we see Illuminati consisting of Landline, Mango, AZ, and King Hua, it's about to go down.
King Hua taking some damage as he drove by Nova Pig. That UMP doing the work.
As it tends to do in the close range. Ever since that buff, I've noticed in Tier 1, UMP being a more and more prominent weapon. Pig putting the shots down towards Hua, I didn't see very many connecting shots. Landland using the terrain for cover here, but he's got confrontation just waiting for him. Trouble is all too close by. And he's ready. Perched, ready, and waiting with that UMP. He's going to go for it. And he does get the knock on Pig before going down himself. Oh my goodness, he's going down himself. King Hua now down to about a fifth of his health himself. Down to about 20%. What's he going to do? He's going to try to get the first aid off as best as possible. Can he heal up in time? We got Mango scoping in with a 3x on a Scar L towards members of 19E. And he's putting the shots down towards Carnage. Single tapping that M4.
Keeping that
And oh my.
distance.
Now with King Hua and Landland down, King Hua is eliminated. Landland could be soon to follow. Mango and AZ have, a little bit of space in between them and Landland. It looks like Landland's probably going to be finished. I don't see the possibility of 5 too easily. And I think AZ knows it. Mango putting some shots down to try to cover him as AZ rotates the vehicle around to a safer location. And here he is, scoped back in on Carnage from 19 Esports. Yep, 19 Esports still a full squad, up, ready, and waiting. Oh, and look. It looks like Landland is out for the count, potentially.
Yeah, that's
However,
gonna be
Nova
it.
has left him to bleed. Nova had left him to bleed alone there. All right, another potential confrontation that we got working in the mix is between Wall Street Bets and the Panthers. They're not too far off, as well as the Hit List and Knights. Yeah, we got Knights occupying the outskirts of Los Leones. Not too far off, but just holding down position. And look, a member of Yo has been eliminated. That leaves them down to Iris, Spray, and Purge. Now that's going to change up your whole gameplay. Moving from a 4-person to a 3-person, your tactics should probably change as a result. You want to be a little bit less aggressive, a little bit more patient and strategical, waiting for the opportunities to present themselves to you rather than you present yourself to them.
Oh yeah, especially with this new zone popping in and coming in down, you want to make sure that you can maintain your team as you rotate in. Losing your team on a rotation or even losing them early game is, like we said, it's not ideal.
Yeah, it can absolutely set the tone negatively for the entire match for your team. Now we see here Wall Street Bets just kind of holding down position. They got, Knights Coops not far off from Nova. However, the Panthers, not far off from the Panthers. The Panthers working their way southbound and looks like they're going to just keep driving on away. Coops going to get rooftop here to see what's going on around them. But actually, realistically, looking at the map, we are left with a relatively decent spread here, which is going to just, as I said, I'm going to keep saying it throughout the entire night, Swins. These little passive periods, little pockets of passive time are to be expected, but never more so than on Miramar.
Oh, yeah. With people just trying to climb these bridges. Yeah, Xenog's getting these shots in.
Yeah, he sees Wall Street Bets all right. He put down some optimistic shots. Gave him a little warning tap. With a 3x M4 UMP combo, he's using this terrain for cover. And that's something that you really, you see it with the experienced players in, tier 1s especially. Knowing the terrain on each map is just crucial. Oh, Jayuya going after King A from Wall Street Bets. That leaves it. Oh, King A's down. Drago's hurt. Stevo and Baba are, well, I guess it's Drago, Stevo, and Baba all up. Kinga soon to follow. He is revived. No problem there. Stevo with that 8x SLR putting the shots down. Not finding a lot of successful connecting points there. Trickster is able to get Grave from B-Town and Peaceful as well. It's a double knock for Grave. So here we have eyes here on Jat G. Going after him. The B-Town boys could be facing quite a bit of peril here. Peaceful is probably going to have to be abandoned. And it looks like it is going to happen that way.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate... that's definitely a blow to B-Town for sure. So they've lost Grave and Peaceful. That leaves it all down to Kakarot and Isajot. And look here. Look here. Kakarot with very little health to speak of. Can he heal up? He cannot. He is knocked to zone. All right, we're tuning into Oath. Yeah.
Trying to fight off
Nova getting eyes. Scoping in with that 3x and 4. Oh, there's Kill Switch going after Dope. And it looks like a confrontation between 19 Esports and Lazarus is happening as well. Yep, Acer just taken down by Lazarus Joey in the distance. Yep, here we see Dope Esports squaring off with none other than Xset. Xset with definitely the numbers on Nesquik and Kalu. And Nesquik goes down like a sack of potatoes, leaving Kalu as the last remaining hope for Dope Esports. He here is also knocked. Kalu putting the shots down with the 4x M4, switching over to the squad wiper, the M249. Uh-oh. J7 says no, sir, and just wrecks him, annihilates him. All right. Looks like Ogilvy having a little bit of a rough time as well. They just lost a member, or had a member down. And it looks like they're facing off against potentially 19 Esports, and 19E also has a member down. That's Acer. That leaves everything up to Leon, and Leon alone, he is going to go try his best to get this revive on his buddy.
Yeah, prioritizing that res. Definitely a smart play.
Lazarus focusing on Pro Era. Fears with that Car 98, trying to get eyes on Pan. He does get the headshot. Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful headshot. So dirty, it was clean at the same time.
It was beautiful. Definitely one of the best that we've seen so far.
We just saw Enigma taken down by Killswitch, Enigma, aka Sixless himself, downed by Killswitch. Killswitch with very, very little health to speak of himself. Gonna need to get a heal off and fast, leaving it up to Polo and J7 to do the cover watch and overfire. Overwatch and cover fire. What are words? And Bob and Billa going after Oath from Nova. Here we see it. Xset facing off with Passion Fruit just enclosed. I really like what Xset has done, surrounding him on two different sides here, but it looks more to me like Killswitch might be doing this to focus in on the Panthers. And yep, and it looks like Exit is just going to work their way around Passion Fruit and begin focusing on the Panthers. And Kill Switch is down right then and there by Juancho. You turn your back on Passion Fruit for a second, they'll make you regret it. Do not count them out. So Illusion from the Panthers is down, leaving up to Yuya, Plush, and Legal here. Legal going to be sticking that revive. We got Lazarus operating as a full team here, not far off at all from 19 Esports.
Lazarus staying really calm right now, trying to avoid getting knocked.
Well, yeah, they're doing pretty much what they should right now. When you got to let these numbers dwindle down when you're really about the haul of the situation. Yeah, they've got a. Oh, here we go. Actually, G3 going after J7, and that is a finish on Nova in the distance. J7 could be in trouble. Oh, cooked up by G3. Let's see how it goes. Oh my goodness, J7's health is so low, down to about 15-20%. We'll see how this nade goes. Oh my goodness, he dodged it in just the nick of time. Xenox able to take out Baba from Wall Street Bets, still focusing in here on G3. He has not forgotten about J7 even for a second. Getting some smoke down. And look. J7 falling away as he's approached by Passion Fruit, and that is a finish on J7.
Passion
Sleepless
Fruit came in
with the finish on.
aggressive too.
Oh, they do that from time to time.
Oh yeah.
And look, the hitless is out for the count. Fears. Oh, so is Wall Street Bets. Telly with very little health to speak up, still able to get that knock there before going down at himself right there and then. Oh
Fears
my.
goes down as well. He's not looking good.
But not before running over Juancho. So with eyes on Sleepless from Passion Fruit, he's got 3 kills to his name, but is taken down to about 25% health. He has got to heal up, and he's only got 1 first aid to do it with. All the while, dodging fire from 19 Esports and Illuminati up there. And that is the B-Town elimination right there. Lazarus is done for match 2. That leaves us with 1 full squad, or 2 full squads, and that's it. It's the Panthers and Pro era with a full team. Everyone else is down to 2 members or less. Talk about some crazy mid-game action. As we were talking about in round 1, Swins, you do not want to understress the importance of having 4 full members up at the end game.
No, and with only 2 teams right now having a full 4, this is crazy. The rest of these teams are going to have to play it very differently than what we've seen so far.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here we see Vane swimming in a pool of smoke. He is the last remaining member for Ogilvy, trying his best to get as well boosted as he possibly can. He's got plenty of meds. Seagut overlooking the Knights here, just waiting for the right time to strike. Xenox enclouded in smoke here.
Also
as we
in
were
the
talking
background.
about. Yep, absolutely. I just noticed that. Good call. That's Iris. And it looks like Pro Era is going to move up. Pan with a beautiful nade on Xenox. Gets him. You can bet Hugh is going to go in for that quick thirst. Is down and outed for round 2. Seagut still holding the top position. Why not? He's not far out from outside his zone. He's waiting to see if he can get eyes before moving in.
$19E still just trying to hold this weird little ramp area, but getting pushed by PSF might not be a good position to stay on that ramp.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Mango with a beautiful eye on Iris. Bye-bye, yo, and bye-bye, yo. Which is kind of an Oxymoron, bye-bye, yo.
Coops by himself just had a whole team row by him and did not even get seen. Mans is chilling.
And he's doing exactly what you should do when you're the last member of a team. You want to get as best, as far along as you can placement points wise. And he's got nades for Hugh. None connecting so far. Oh, but look, Hugh doing work of his own. Getting
Trying to
eyes
take
on
the
members
Panthers.
of the Panthers. Ooh, Plush with very, very little health to speak of here. Needs to heal up with only bandages to do so. This could be a bad position for him. We got Passion Fruit Rage, one of 2 remaining members for the team, with a nice hilltop overlooking Vane from Ogilvy. That could spell bad news bears for Vane.
Vane's clutching to that corner.
Yeah, clinging for dear life, if you will.
The Panthers seem to be holding down this little area in a pretty good position, having both angles held down. Molly has gone out, not able to connect though.
Ooh, close, very close, but no cigar. And Coops is able to get Pro Era Pan. Leon taking out Vane. That was it for Vane. And Pro Era is done for, as Seagut is eliminated by Coops.
The Panthers, only 3 team that we have left, being aggressed right now by Passion Fruit.
That's kind of surprising because the Panthers did have the numbers, but it does happen. Passion Fruit knows how to be aggressive under pretty much any circumstance. So Sleepless and Rage, the last 2 remaining members are going to do the aggressive push inwards, and here they go through the shots through the smoke. Rage going right by Trovo. And that is a finish on Rage. That's a finish on Passion Fruit. The Panthers down to Legal and Legal alone. And Coops can't be silent and quiet anymore.
Having some great positioning though, that rock really is going to be his best advantage.
Yeah, well, it's his lifeline, if you will. And however, him and Mango got each other both down to extremely low health, about 10-15% health on both of them. And neither of them really ready to make that heal. Actually, Coops is going to go for some meds. Mango not going to waste the opportunity to get eyes. He's going to say, rather than healing, I'm going to wait and see if Coops presents himself.
Throwing those extra shots, trying to tease him to peek a little bit.
Oh my goodness! He almost eliminates Coops, but Coops hangs on by a sliver of life. Had he taken one more bullet, it would have been over. And just like that, the Knights are eliminated. Gosh, that leaves us down to 3 teams, Swins. We're down to Illuminati, 19 Esports, and the Panthers in a 2v1v1. And that is a finish on Leon and a finish on 19 Esports. Beautifully done. We've got ourselves a 2v1. Illuminati is the last remaining team up against the 2-person squad of the Panthers here with 6 kills.
Mango holding this divot. He's got a great spot. Sees Illusion, takes the shots. Oh,
but taking way more damage than he's able to dish out, if you dished out any there. But he does ultimately get the knock on Illusion. Beautifully done with that M4. He's got nades for Legal. Can he pull this off? Can he pull this? Oh, nade's coming back. Molly's coming back for him, but not quite touching. And Mango's going to use this opportunity to heal up, run around the fire, and go after Legal. Can he pull this off? He does. What a nice clutch. Mango coming through for the dub. Beautifully, beautifully done. Ensuring the win for Illuminati. That is Illuminati taking first place. 3 kills. All 3 came from Mango. Great job. The Panthers going to grab second place with 6 kills. 4 of those kills came from Legal alone. 19 Esports able to hang into that top tier. They're grabbing third place this go around with 2 kills. We got the Knights in fourth with 4 total kills, 3 of which came from Coops alone. Passion Fruit gonna grab 5th place this go around with 9 kills. 6th place belongs to Pro Era, and they're gonna be taking that with 8. We got the boys in Ogilvy. They're gonna be grabbing 7th place with 2 kills on the board. Eighth place is going to go to Yo with 7. 5 of those kills came from Iris. We got Mizexis grabbing 9th place, and they're going to be taking that with 1 kill only. That's from Starlight. Lazarus in 10th place with 4 kills on the board, 1 per person. Everybody eats. We got the B-Town boys grabbing 11th place with 1 kill from Kakarot. Coming in 12th, we got the boys in Wall Street Bets. They're going to take that with 1 kill from Steve-O. Xset in 13th with 4 kills total. The Hit List grabbing 14th with 2 kills, both of which from Trickster. Nova Esports in 15th place with 5 kills. And this time around, the winners of round 1 not faring so well, getting eliminated last place. Dope in 16th with 0. Well, all right, guys. Goodness gracious, congratulations to the Illuminati with an amazing in-game performance. But talk about some serious 1v2 clutching.
Oh yeah, I think they did great though in those plays. They did exactly what they needed to do and clutched every angle. Pretty much got.
But you know what I'm curious? I'm curious, Twins. You know, that was a big map. That's Miramar. How do you think these teams are going to fare in a close range situation where it's much less open? I'm talking Sandhawk. Sandhawk, where it's action right off the bat. Much less place to run. However, it is condensed map, so you can take a lot of. I'm curious to see what's going to be the strategy. Using the grass to snake? Are they going to be, taking the aggressive standpoint? We'll have to wait about 8 minutes to find out. But guys, we are going to be back in about 8 to 10 with round 3 of 5 of the $1,500 PUBG Mobile Invitational, featuring all the PMPL teams. This is day 1 of 19. Stick around, guys. We'll be back soon.
that way. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I'm sorry that you feel
Alrighty, everybody, welcome back, and so happy to have you here. These are the $1,500 Trovo PUBG Mobile Invitationals, day 119. We've got a lot more days to go through. But goodness gracious, what an action-packed first two matches we have had. Intense. We've had an Erangel and a Miramar, two completely different strategies, but we're about to work our way up on Sandhawk. But first, before we get too much into that, go over the leaderboard for round two. Keep in mind, guys, this is for round two and round two only, but we had the Panthers grabbing first with 6 kills. Second place went to Illuminati. Third to Passion Fruit with, look at Passion Fruit's kills, 9 on the board, nicely done. Pro Era grabbing fourth with 8. Fifth going to the Knights with 4. Sixth to 19E with 2. Seventh to Yo. 8th to Nova with 5, 9th to Xset with 4, and 10th to Lazarus with 4. We see Ogilvy, Hitlist, B-Town Boys, Mezexes, all of them putting up good work. We still see a couple teams with some zeros on the board, but as I said after round one, we've got 19 days of these events. 19 days. So this is the long haul. You can't be giving up hope this early by any means, but very good on the Panthers for getting a nice secure win on round two. Dope is going to have to figure something out. They got first place round one, but last place round two. This is kind of up in the air for them. We'll see how round three goes for them. Let's go and get into it. Round three is going to be a Sandhawk match. Now, what exactly does this Sandhawk match entail? Basically the exact opposite of our last match. Miramar was our biggest map that we've got. Here's our smallest map. Technically, Livic and Karakin are smaller, but we don't mess with those in scrims. So this is the smallest map that we're going to be working with, meaning that the odds of two teams landing next to each other is just going to be exponentially higher. But this is also the most condensed map that we have in the games. So you have to think about this. There's going to be a lot more natural cover to take, more grass to hide inside, and trees and boulders to hide behind. So you've got to be alert for a higher than average number of snakes. And I think that these players are going to have to take that into account for sure. What are your thoughts, Swins?
I think honestly, it's kind of like you said, we're going to see a lot of teams drop right next to each other. Ruins, Boot Camp, Paradise, usually a lot of these hot zones, but usually teams love to sit right outside these big compounds and wait for people to push in just to try to make sure that they can get themselves some secure placement and some secure points. So we might see that happen a lot today. Definitely don't think we're going to see as much sniping as we saw on the Miramar map. That is not this map's advantage at all. The cool thing is, though, Sandhawk does have a lot of these huge hills in between them. So even though we might see two teams right next to each other, they still might not know they're there until they hear a shot go off and then be like, there's a team right there next to us, guys. We got to figure something out right now, yo. So it'll be interesting. Definitely some crazy plays. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, let's get into it. All right. Now, we see an interesting flight path, but you know what? This map is so small that the flight path really does not matter that much. On this map, and this map alone, you can get anywhere you want just by deploying your parachute early enough. So anywhere is still a possibility. With that being said, we do see some early jumpers. It looks like Lazarus is going to be jumping westbound right over Pro Era and not far off at all from Dope Esports. It looks like maybe Lazarus and Pro Era might compete for Hot 10 or head on path. It looks like Yo is going to be heading northbound to the Cow area, and it looks like they're not going to have that all to themselves per se. They've got Passion Fruit, Poncho, and Sleepless going in around the area as well. Ghost doing what Ghost does and going to claim a hotspot early on, claiming Paradise as Nova overpasses him. But let's talk about the big hotspot of the map, Boot Camp. Well, the winners of round two, the Illuminati, have no trouble landing there. But guess who else is there? 19 Esports and B-Town Boys, and looks like 19 Esports is already going in and doing work. Hey, we got B-Town Kakarot with a Vector. He's got to reload. No extended mag on that bad boy.
Kakarot already getting a knock, too.
Absolutely. Just scoping around with the Uzi QBU. Mango, lucky to have that UMP early game and some armor to speak of as well. And he's going to work his way in. Now, we've seen Mango absolutely, absolutely clutch a game. Completely changing the outcome of a game on his own. I can't wait to see what he does in this close quarter combat here at boot camp. Here he is. Oh my goodness, he's got Leon just posted outside, ready and waiting, not making a sound.
Leon is not moving. Having all 3 team members already gone, it is not looking good for him. He does not want to be found right now.
Not to mention the boy is at a quarter health himself with no meds. This is going to be a tough one, to say the absolute least. And not only that, but Kakarot is just the last remaining member of B-Town. Leon's the last remaining member of 19E. Whereas the Illuminati boys are coming in with a pretty stacked squad. They've only lost Land, and they've got 4 kills on the board already.
They are checking every single room together too. They are not breaking their formation.
Yeah, and that's right on. Good on them. Moving as a complete unit. And look at them. Just the easy claps on Kakarot, and that is a finish on B-Town. Well, that leaves 19 Esports. Leon kind of swimming in a pool of Illuminati here, and the focus is now definitely on him. Oh, we got Godsent Salt being taken down right then and there. Trey down to about half health here, and they're dealing with members of Wall Street Bets very close by, and Trey taken down by Steve-O with a Tommy gun.
As he was just trying to get some health too. That is unfortunate.
Right. That leaves it down to Jag and VVV. VVV with the AK-M4 combo, trying to get a little bit of distance between himself and the Wall Street Bets. Jag doing some hardcore parkour on the bridge top. And there we got Lazarus Telly. He gets a knock. He gets a knock and a thirst on Pro Era Pan. And that's it for Salt. And here we go. He's got the shots for Kingo with the 4X M4.
Got some good damage. Did not get the knock though.
Some great damage, but no knock. And you know, if Kingo has the first aid, it might have been a wasted effort because now his location is given up. All right, tuning in to Lazarus. They are not far off from members of Pro Era. See Siga here, perched, ready, and waiting on the stair top with that UMP. Just waiting for a push.
Looks like the whole team's got some good gear though. Level 2 so far, vest and helmet for the last 2 players that we've seen. The last 2 players up for their team actually.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. And yeah, you need some armor early game. And that's one of the tough situations, you know, because I'm sure when they first landed, they were getting a little eager for some early claps. Maybe even before being properly equipped. But here we got Siga cooking up a nade. He's going to throw it as he's pushed on, and he is outnumbered there, unfortunately, and he's quickly eliminated.
Yeah, that
leaves
isolation.
Down to Hugh. Yeah, Hugh, and Hugh alone remains here, and he says, I think I'm going to use this opportunity to get on out. See if I can execute a nice dip set. But let's see, what else is going on the board? Oh, we still got 19 Esports Leon hanging in there as a solo. I am shocked to see it, but the boy is still alive. Illuminati, not too far off either. They're actually at the outskirts warehouses of boot camp.
Same with Nova. Yeah, Nova's doing a rotation in.
And they might have just been able to get eyes on King Hua there. We saw him just for a brief moment there on the map. And here we go. Boy, Leon is just posted below them. He is playing hide and seek. And, AZ from Illuminati is taken down. Mango's super low. Mango's down. It's all up to King Hua. King Hua and King Hua alone.
Looking like he's getting out of there too. Does not want to take this fight by himself. Gonna have to at some point though.
Yeah, and look at this Nova, this member here being taken down to just above half health with nothing but bandages and 1 drink. So he's gonna have to do the slow heal. All right, it looks to me like Ghost Gaming is going to be facing off against Passion Fruit potentially at Paradise. Passion Fruit working their way into Paradise. That's something to definitely keep an eye on down the road. But here we have it, King Hua right next to Treble. Treble being, of course, Nova Esports.
I mean, as you can see, these teams do not break formation, and getting these isolations have been their key points in finishing a squad. Taking them down one by one has been perfect plays so far.
Yeah, the bully strategy. You know, it's the same with poker. When you've got the numbers, you play aggressive. And that's a finish on 19 esports. All right. King Hua really, really up the creek here, but stuck between a rock and a hard place. He knows even if he can get one clap by making those shots, he's basically sealed his fate potentially.
He could have somewhat of an advantage.
Here
The
he goes.
Nova team is split in a little bit. Could at least he's gotten one, got the knock.
Yep, and I think he's going to go for a quick thirst just in case he's finished off. He's going to take one with him.
Definitely accomplished
And
that.
now, Chiefin is sitting there ready and waiting. And Nade's being cooked up by King. Oh my goodness. He's third party! He's third party by X and J!
Getting
What?
shot in the back.
What?
From
Oh, what a
boot camp.
shot by Jay. That was beautiful. Love it. Just the backstabbery.
Xset though definitely helping Nova out on this, not letting them lose another member.
Yeah, well, I can assure you it was unintentional. All right, so yeah, Nova still has a three-person pull up here, up a potential full squad of Xset members. You see Killswitch capitalizing on the loot game here.
Nade looked like it went out, did not do any damage.
Yeah, and this one is not going to do any either from the looks of it. It does not. They're just trying to get a feel for where the enemy is, I guess. Memory's still up on the cliff top. I like it. He's doing this to try to get an angle, maybe a little hilltop advantage on him. However, Xset, is not giving him the benefit. They're all staying relatively covered by the warehouse.
J-Way too, back in boot camps, can still give them that back hill advantage. Might see him, definitely does. Gonna take the shot. Memory getting knocked.
Beautiful shots by Jay for a second time this round. Beautiful shots.
Yeah, doing beautiful work with that back hill advantage, giving Xset pretty much the courage they need to continue this fight.
Absolutely. And oh boy, we got some nade dodging here between Xset and Nova. And oh, Sheepin just sitting ready and waiting. He putting a nice pre-fire down, but not getting the connecting shots he was hoping for. And oh, Molly's being thrown in, and there it is. The teammate has been caught on fire.
Both teammates on fire.
And Sheepin goes down. Oh no. Oh my goodness, that is a beautiful takedown by Xset. All right, we got HH24 perched around with the M4 UMP combo. UMP for close, M4 for distance. And truth be told, they don't really have much around them. Truth be told, looking at the map, we actually have a little bit of space between most of our members. The closest thing that we have to a confrontation at this particular moment would be between Passion Fruit and Ghost. And Beowulf just perched up on the hilltop outside of Paradise, trying to get angles and eyes on keeping a nice little overwatch, playing the guard here for the team.
It's interesting, like you said, these early games versus late game fights really kind of depend on how the end game is going to go. We've seen a lot of early fights, and now we are sitting here kind of with the passive-aggressive, everybody trying to get placement compared to the first two games we saw, these end game fights. We already had a couple of good fights right now. These zones right now, we would see a couple of teams already on top of each other. Right now, everybody's being very passive.
Yeah, and you can understand why. When you got $1,500 riding on the line, you don't want to be making any simple, easy mistakes. You want to have a little bit of patience and let the opportunities present themselves to you rather than putting yourselves in a dangerous situation. And you can see, look at the spread that Ghost has here. I love it. I love it. And I see this from them time and time again. Ghost is the kind of team where each and every member is so experienced that they can kind of square off a section of space for themselves, never straying too far from the unit, but not staying too close either. They've kind of used this tactic to encapsulate and enclose in on the enemy sometimes.
Exactly, that north, south, east, west coverage gonna play in clutch for them.
Oh my goodness, and look at Pro Era Hugh pulling a Michael Phelps deep sea swimmer, and now in the consequences of being outside his zone, Lazarus still holding the edge like they almost but if they do, then wow. Poor Hugh.
Yeah, deciding to stay in the
And
blue like that.
I'm starting to think Lazarus does know about Hugh, and if so, wow.
I wonder if Hugh's gonna go for that bow.
If he does now, it's the death of him. He's got to wait
Yeah,
and wait and wait. And look at Joey. Joey's going out on the little dock there.
Joey's
I just
hunting.
think that he has to have a hunch. But you're right. Hugh is going to try to make a go for the boat. It looks like. Oh, off in the distance. Oh, this is actually that is Hugh. Off in the distance, we see Ghost Gaming still occupying the area, but they've worked their way outside of Paradise into zone, and they have Syndicate closing in behind them potentially. Here we got eyes on Lazarus, Joey, who's just waiting to get eyes on Hugh. However, Hugh has made his mistake. He's gotten in the boat, and that's a finish. G3 wasted no time, and that's a finish on Pro Era. All
New
right,
zone.
off at boot camp. Yep, that's right. And off at boot camp, it's going down. It's between Xexis and Xset, with very little space in between the two.
Except being the people that have held down boot camp this entire time. Are they gonna? It looks like they are continuing to
And
keep this
look
for
at that.
themselves.
One nade by Polo, 2 knocks. Beautifully done. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone there. And now going for the thirst. As they advance, it's going to be an aggressive push. You can count on that. We got J-Way coming in with that UMP 45. And look, Starlight just trying to get a revive. He does get one. He's going to go for a risky one, and I think he's about to face the consequences right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Xset's, oh! Did he get a knock? No, he didn't. No. Oh my goodness, what a nade from J-Way! What a nade! And here goes Zero going down like a stack of potatoes. His teammate comes in, but it is not enough. Ms. Xexis is downed. Ghost tuning into them. We got Beowulf trying to get eyes on somebody with the 4XM4. Scooping into the map. The closest thing yet he is shooting that he could be shooting at would be Dope or Yo. It looks like Dope and Yo are a little preoccupied with one another. Yahir going down. Leaving it
Not
up to
looking
Casper
good.
and Nestle. Yeah.
Getting thirsted from across the hill by HH24.
Oh, beautiful shots. But HH24 almost about to face the same fate. Taken down to about 10%, 5% health, but he is able to heal up. Gonna go for a quick boost here. And it looks to me like Yo is being approached on by Passion Fruit. I'm gonna keep an eye on that for sure.
Ghost
All right.
just trying to keep their eyes onto these corners, these angles, making sure that they do not get pushed up behind or across.
And look at this. This new zone is put quite an edge on most of the teams here, except for Xset and Wall Street Bets, who are just so happen to be pretty lucky. Xset more so than anyone else, claiming boot camp at the beginning of the game and getting to ride it out the entire time, holding positioning with perfect cover. They've got the building cover that the other teams just wish they had right now. And look, there's Iris going in, taking out Juancho from Passion Fruit with a 3x M4 combo.
Getting a thirst
And look at-
also.
Oh, of course.
Passion fruit now
Yeah, look.
down to 3.
Yep, it's Enigma, Rage, and Sleepless. Enigma, aka Sixless himself, posting up with an M4, using this boulder for cover. And look at this little elf go. He is downed at the hands of Purge and
Down and
quickly
thirsted.
leaving Sleepless and Rage as the last two hopes. And Rage with the QBZ, taking Iris down a peg. J-Way, who was doing all that work before, is naded by a member of Syndicate. Can Rage get a thirst here? It's smoke cover. Oh, I'll tell you what he can get.
Third party.
Rocked in the face. Sleepless, the last remaining member now for Passion Fruit, clinging for dear life to this building.
He is now
All
stuck
right.
too in between Ghost Gaming and Yo.
That's true.
Gonna get a
That's
knock.
true. However, Yo dealing with the blue zone all the while, and Sleepless capitalizing on it. This is the stage in the game where you can occupy that blue zone fairly successfully without taking too much of a hit. It's not gonna fare that way for much longer. So
No, once
he's
that new
utilizing
zone
the time he
pops
can do
in.
this.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh my, here we go. It's going down here between Lazarus and BOP. We got Fame Boys rocking a UMP for himself, and he's got the numbers against him right now. But look at him go. He's putting the shots down towards G3, not getting any connectings.
Ooh,
Oh,
getting
but
a knock
look at
on
the
there.
knock! And then taking down himself.
The rest of
All right.
Boring Protocol, they're gonna need to kind of group back together on this one.
Look at this. Valak with a nice little positioning here. Talk about using the landscape to your advantage. However, he does not have the safe zone. Tell you what he does have is members of Lazarus across the river doing work on his teammate Fame Boys and getting a quick thirst. And look, it looks like Ghost has found him. He's found him, and Valet taking advantage of it.
Got a
Nesquik goes
knock.
down, and then that is a takedown by Tensa.
Fate, now the only one left up, gonna try to get a nade out, hopefully get a knock. Definitely did so. One finish for Ghost. Tensa also gets finished by another nade, Beowulf and HH24. The only two people left up.
Well, they might be the only two up, but that's still half of the squad there, and that's not to be taken lightly. And now it's down to just Beowulf alone, however. Beowulf pushing right up aggressively and quickly taken out by Casper from in the water. What? Oh my.
Lazarus, though, returning in favor.
Yeah, bye-bye Fate and bye-bye BOP. Killswitch taking Sleepless out of the equation, and that will be it for Passion Fruit as well. Exet still a full squad with 12 kills on the board already. They are really utilizing this map well, capitalizing on every advantage. And here we go, J-Way going after members of Syndicate. Just left and right knocks. Left and right knocks. Oh my. That leaves it down to Forever and Forever alone. And those nades are not his friend. He's brought down health. He does have 15 first aids, however.
Oh no,
yeah,
the Molly
that's
though.
Not going to help you when you're on fire. Bye-bye Syndicate.
Exet, beautiful control of boot camp for themselves, holding it till the end.
Absolutely. And here we have eyes on the Wall Street bets, not too far off from members of Lazarus. Lazarus looking to be occupying the water right now. And this zone is so tiny.
Drago about to come up on top of Dope.
King A taken out by J7 from Exet. Oh my goodness, and like shooting fish in a barrel, it's just too easy right there for Baba. Stevo getting a knock on Killswitch. Look, Baba doesn't seem to know that there's yet another Lazarus member right behind him.
Has no idea.
Well, with hindsight vision being 2020, you can watch the stream later, but
Gonna get these
with eyes
shots off on Dope.
Yeah, you know that was
Oh.
going to happen. As soon as he got the eyes, bye-bye Dope Esports. Beautifully done by Baba for this 5th and 6th kill. That leaves Wall Street Bets as the only team left up with a full squad, and they are only up against Lazarus and Xhead in a 4v2v1 to end round 3.
Lazarus
And
not
here we
doing
got
so good
Drago.
either. He is
Yep,
hurt
it's
in the
down to
water.
Fears. And yeah, he does not have places he can go. J7 still, oh my goodness, naded, or M4'd out, pardon me, and quickly thirsted by Baba.
J-Way,
looky
the
here,
only person
J-Way.
left for exit.
And that is it for him. He's out of meds and out of time. So that leaves it down between one man and a full squad of Wall Street Bet. Poor Fears, with no health, he bleeds out.
Goes down to the water.
Goodness gracious. We have got to give it up to the Wall Street Bets. They're going to be grabbing 3rd place with a nice, healthy, even 10 kills. Get this, 70% of their kill wins came from Baba alone. He's definitely getting the MVP role for the team for this round.
Oh,
Lazarus going to claim 2nd place with 6 kills. With 3rd place going to Xset with, wow, 16 on the board for them. Very nicely done. We got Dope Esports working their way back up to the top of the list again, but with 1 kill to speak of from Casper, grabbing 4th place. In 5th, we got Syndicate with a big fat onion for kills. And speaking of a big fat onion for kills, God 6 with 0 as well. We got Passion Fruit grabbing 7th place with 2 kills, both of which came from Sleepless alone. Coming in 8th, we got BOP. They're going to grab that with 3 kills. Ghost going to claim 9th this time with 4, 3 of which came from Tensa. Yo going to grab 10th this go around with all 3 kills coming from Purge alone. In 11th, we got Mezexis with 0 kills. Coming up in 12th, we got Pro Era. They're going to take that with 0. Nova in 13th with 1 kill from, I apologize, I don't know how to say his name, but he has 1 kill. We've got members of Illuminati coming in 14th with 7 kills. In 15th, 19 Esports, not faring quite as well with 2 kills. And who do we got in last place? It's the B-Town Boys, facing a rough go of it with 0 kills. But this is still anybody's tournament. This is still anybody's league. This is just day 1, Swins. So,
day 1 out
said,
of 19.
Congratulations to the Wall Street Bets for an amazing performance there. Guys, we're going to be back in probably, I'm going to say, about 8 to 10 minutes here with our 4th round of our 5-round scrim night. It's going to be another Miramar matchup, I believe. These are the $1,500 Trovo PUBG Mobile Invitationals, day 1 of 19. Stick around, guys. We'll be back soon.
getting shorter, like a energy I'll conquer. In my soul, this is real. These nights are getting shorter. In my soul, this is real. Don't know how long we've been out here, and these nights are getting shorter, like a energy I'll conquer. In my soul, this is real. These nights are getting shorter. In my soul, this is real. 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 Louder than your soul, we flow and grow beyond control. Unknown, we grow into our own and mold. Our blindness is our hope. Growing up on no other way. You know these roots go deep. The only thing that makes us sway, invincible each day. This is real. This is real. This is real. Underneath the sun, feel reborn. 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 This is real. This is real. This is real. This is real.
Several days, I've been several nights looking for you, love and disgrace. I want to postpone and don't know what to do. Begging, begging since I will try. All night, all day, begging love, I will go. If you look for me, I will look for you. I don't ever stay, I don't ever go. If you look for me, I will look for you. I don't ever stay, I don't ever love. Begging night, making sense, I will try. you look for me, I will look for you. And I'll never stay, and I'll never wait. If you look for me, I will look for you. And I'll never stay, and I'll never love. Watching your face, I've been several days writing to you. Haven't stayed in one place. I was running, looking for truth. Begging since I will try. Overnight, overnight, making love, I will go. If you look for me, I will look for you. And I'll never stay, and I'll never wait. If you look for me, I will look for you. And I'll never stay, and I'll never love.
Alrighty, everybody. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And so happy to have you here for round 4 of the $1,500 Trovo PUBG Mobile Invitational, day 1 of 19. And we are back in a familiar setting. We are back here on Miramar yet again for round 4 of 5. Now, what needs to be said about Miramar? Well, we said it in round 2. Let's go over it again. This is the largest map that we have in the game. So right away, you know the odds of 2 teams landing next to each other is just going to be a little bit slimmer. The exact opposite of our last match in Sandhawk. Also, just like last match in Sandhawk being the most condensed, this is the complete opposite. This is the most open map that we have. It's a very sniper-oriented map. Meaning, so you need to be aware of not just your immediate surroundings, but your distant surroundings as well, Swins. What are your thoughts on this map?
I mean, I think it's definitely, like we saw in the first game, a lot of sniper opportunities, as we kind of saw in Sandhawk with Ghost taking that angle, watching the north, south, east, west. That is definitely a play that we want to see a lot more teams having on this map. With having these ridges and these mountains, it's going to be dangerous and difficult for some people.
Absolutely. And look, a little tale of repetition here. Another very centralized flight path on Miramar. This is absolutely ideal for the participants, as we said, but not so ideal for us, the viewer, because it might mean less confrontation right off the bat. But we do see Bop getting an early jump, as well as the Panthers and members of Team 17, which is Dope Esports. All of them seem to be heading down, straight downwards. Let's get an eye on it. I want to see just where everyone's going with that. Okay. Further off, we see Wall Street Bets jumping alongside members of Syndicate going eastbound. Looks like Dope will claim the northern portion of Chumacera and have the town all to themselves. Ghost doing what Ghost does best, dropping hot and eagerly going to claim Picado. Not too far off from Ghost, we got Knights heading southeast, and they're not alone either. They got Godsend right underneath them. Something to keep an eye on for sure down the road. Lazarus up in the northern portion of the map heading towards the Cruz de Valle area, or actually I guess that might belong to Passion Fruit. Lazarus gonna break off a little bit away from Passion Fruit and maybe head towards the El Azahar area instead. Looks like the closest thing to confrontation that we'll be starting off with might be between Yo and Zexus at El Pozo. That is definitely going to be something to keep an eye on down the road. Here we see Tensa from Ghost, just getting looted up in the stadium, doing as best as he can. All right, here we have eyes on Yo. Just getting looted up. Purge with an M16. Not the most ideal weapon for a close quarter confrontation, but much better than nothing by far. And it looks like 313 is going to pick up his boy Iris and just get a nice little rotation. Get a little bit of distance between themselves and the opposition. Get some easy loot, hopefully.
Yeah, I definitely think that they had another team there, or at least around their area, so prioritizing loot right now might be their best bet.
If we could look at the map again, you would notice that literally 90% of our participating teams are occupying the left half of the zone. I find that really interesting. Only Lazarus and Passion Fruit really decide, I guess, and maybe Godsend decided to occupy the eastern half of zone. I think that's really interesting. So,
Yeah.
Due to that, they're going to be able to take a nice little breather here, get some easy loot, get well equipped for a fight, and maybe do the nice thing, drive their way to a fight.
Yeah, as we can see though, a lot of teams outside of zone down in this lower area of the map gonna have to figure out where they're gonna rotate through without avoiding a lot of these bigger teams like Knights, Ghost, Xset, who we saw holding down compounds for a very long time these last games. More than compounds too, holding down ridges, which is this map's advantage.
Yep, absolutely. If you can utilize the terrain efficiently on Miramar, you're at an absolute strategic advantage. So, looks like Wall Street bets not too far off from the Panthers, the outskirts of Leones. Where's the first fight going to be from? And this is exactly what I was talking about, Swins, about these little, this map being so large that these early games can be a little less confrontational. But that always means we're going to get more action later on.
Oh yeah. Especially when these rotations start happening, that's a lot of these fights are really going to start going down.
My expectation is the southern half of zone is going to be where most of it goes down. So you got all those teams outside of zone. They're going to need to work their way up north. So.
Yeah, a lot of those top sitting teams that were up in that top part of the map, they're going to be having an easy time, like you said, maybe even driving around looking for a fight at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're just sitting here. Oh, we see the Knights Alucard getting very uncomfortably close to Godsend. And we see VVV right here, a little bit further away. However, his teammate, VVV's teammate, Salt, and Trey are very close to Alucard here.
Both teams still, I think everybody that we have is still a full four.
And look at that, Trey going after the Coops from the Knights. And look, yeah, Knights are on top of him. Coops is down, leaving it up to Xenox, Alucard, and Chico. Xenox at half health, gotta get his bandages off.
Trey with the
And
knock
what a
with the mini.
takedown. Actually, I believe that was an SKS. I might have to double check. I thought it was an SKS, but
It might have been. It might have
still, yeah, but nonetheless, beautiful shots. And here he goes again now with the UMP out ready. And he's got Chico down very low. However, Trey doesn't have much health to speak up for himself. Xenox coming in with some throwables.
Gonna try to make it so that he can get that res.
Yeah. And Chico doing the best he can to do that overwatch, but taking quite a brunt load of damage there. Brought down to about 30% of his health. Xenox just above half. And here we go. Using that smoke, utilizing it as best as possible.
Definitely gave them some breathing room on that. The full team is not pushing up the stairs, looks like.
Thank goodness, because all he had were 5 bandages. Poor Chico. And here he goes. He actually is putting the shots down here. Alucard rushes in, UMP at the ready, and Chico with a beautiful takedown on Trey. Oh, Alucard taking down. Yep.
Chico knocked him return.
Oh, Chico joins them with Xenox, the last one remaining at 25% health. He's going to go push in with the UMP of his own. And here we go. That is it for the Knights, right there and then.
Godsent going to be able to keep all of their players up in this one, each one getting rezzed right now, staying a full 4. That is going to be clutch for the rest of the game.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with you more. Now my attention is actually at Illuminati. They're very, very close by Ogilvy at the Hacienda del Patrons / water treatment area. Oh, Exet facing off against the hit list. Here we go. Bob and Billa with the shots. Does get J7 with the M4.
Exit down to only
J-Way.
2. Down to...
And J-Way's down. Polo is the last hope here, and Polo and Killswitch. And they are both super low on health, but Polo's going to take somebody out with him. If he's going down, he's taking someone with him. Killswitch coming in with very little health to speak, about 10%, 5% maybe. Can he get the heal off? He's going to try to. Oh, but he is on fire. And that is it for Exit. That's it for Killswitch. That's it for the whole team.
They did end up taking down 2 people from the hit list with them, though, in that fight.
It does leave them down, with just half the team left. The hit list is going to have to change up their strategy from this point out. But the rest of the match, they need to keep in mind, they're only a 2-person team now. That aggressive standpoint needs to kind of ease up a little bit.
Godsent.
Trey driving around with no health, no bandages, no meds, no med kits, nothing. Hopefully, someone from his team can help him out. Bot working their way in from outside his zone. They might have to watch out for Yo, occupying the outskirts of Crater Fields just north of El Pozo. And Trey just going to get healed up as best as possible. Can he get this first aid off in time? He does so. And here we got eyes on Jiyuyo making his way over to his teammates. And that leaves us with a little bit of a spread. But Bob is getting closer and closer to Yo. I have eyes on that. I'm just not sure if it's going to be something just yet. Because, everyone on Yo's team is working their way into zone as well. Ghost taking the multiple vehicle approach here. Everyone's got their own whip. And look, the Panthers are going after Godsent. That's a knock on Salt. And a quick finish, leaving it up to Jag, Trey, and VVV.
Trey not with a lot of health.
Yeah, about half health with no meds. You're right.
Stuck in the right outside the blue with the new zone about to pop in. Might be dangerous. Looks like Illuminati still full force, sitting on the hill over here, looking like they can get eyes on anybody they can, trying to keep an advantage from these long-range snipes.
Landland looking like he's going to use that M4 for his distance here. Just scoping in towards the southern area. He's got Mizexis off on one side. Oh, it looks like Ghost is shooting up northbound Ogilvy. Little confrontation with some distance in between the two. But that does seem to be the confrontation going down. Yeah. Leyland just going to be rotating around, getting some repositioning. Ghost Tensa here, scoping in with a 3x M4 on Ogilvy. Ghost still a full squad, but with 0 kills on the board so far.
Lazarus not too far off.
Not at all.
Might be able to get some third party in if they do hear some shots over the hill.
That's a big if. I'm just trying to see, because from what I'm looking at, it's just, with the size of this, there's just a little bit of a spread here.
Yeah.
But the hit list and these X's are not far off from one another either. Sort of tough to tell with their icons being so similar in color.
Zone coming in though, favoring the top half.
Yeah, absolutely. And ironically, once again, everyone is occupying the southern half of zone, and it's because outside zone or having to work their way northbound. That leaves Yo with a good 40% of the zone to themselves right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Ghost redirecting their attention towards Lazarus, just like you predicted. Spec
Seeing those
doing some
cars.
single tapping, 16 4x, trying to get eyes on Lazarus here. But all the while, with Ogilvy behind him, that leaves Spec pretty sandwiched. And these shots could be getting the attention of Ogilvy for sure.
Definitely could be. I think we do see some of the players looking over in Ghost's direction right now. Having the new zone advantage, though, they are going to have to gatekeep these teams or hope that their rotations don't even come in their way.
Absolutely. And Ogilvy, as you said, has noticed. They do have ears, as it turns out, and they're going to use them. Oh, PA here, working his way over to Ghost as well. Aggressively by himself.
Definitely think he was trying to come out for a compound. Maybe going to turn around.
I could be mistaken. King A is the in-game leader for Wall Street Bets. They'll be following his lead soon. And he pushes up fearlessly with a UMP combo. Vane is downed. Oh boy, and Ogilvy is taking a member of the body as well. That was Landland who went down. So that leaves it down to Natsuo, Khan, Vurex.
Looks like Wall Street Bets is maybe facing off a fight over here with Lazarus. Could possibly be, maybe not with the distance.
Yeah, but here's I think it is, but here's my issue that I have with that, Swins, is that the distance fights at that level, the odds of you getting the thirsts when they're using those hill cover and almost hill glitch, just a sliver of them is showing, it's almost, I'd say it's almost counterproductive because you're using a lot of ammo and damaging armor, sure, but if you're not getting those thirsts, you could be wasting utilities.
Oh yeah. Making it real hard if you need to fully push a team right then.
Absolutely. All right. Lazarus gonna be getting in the vehicle, riding the zone edge, it looks like. Oh, Tensa. Nearby some trouble, all right. He's got multiple members of Mizexis close by.
Smart play, though, taking this ridge right here gives them cover on all sides, leaving that little middle of the divot a safe zone.
And that's just another example of understanding the terrain of the map.
Oh, yeah.
You'll definitely find that in the Tier 1 level. People have learned every inch of this map.
Mizexis getting real close, though. Maybe a little too close for comfort.
That's what I was just thinking. Zero getting real brave. And trying to get eyes with that M4-6X combo. He does get eyes on HH24, and it's a quick knock. Can he get the thirst?
Looks like he's trying.
Oh, he's got HH24 very low, but he got him down to about half. Ooh, he is going to fall back, though, and I think HH24 will likely be revived. Mizexis working their way into zone from the southern point. However, the hit list about to run into Wall Street Bets. It looks like Illuminati about to run into Lazarus, and they do. And G3 goes down. Same with Joey. That leaves it up to Telly and Fears here. Fears at half health, below half now. Putting the preemptive M4 shots down. He is down. It's all to Telly. Telly going off like there's no tomorrow. He does get the kill. He's got no health left to speak of. He's got to get out of there. He's got to get out. He's got to rotate. He's going to do... Oh boy, if he gets this, oh, what a good effort. He did get he got the knock. He says, you might take me down. I'm taking you down too though, bud. And here comes Vurex.
Yeah, OG Livy coming in and taking advantage of this third party, knowing that fight just happened right above them.
Yeah.
Illuminati
capitalizing
taken out.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
Perfect down.
That was
right. Ghost is not out of the thicket yet. They got Yo right on him.
Beowulf with the nade. Is he going to be successful on this with a great angle? Not
All right.
successful.
Got 3-1-3 here. Everyone's got their M4s out and ready. Tensa, however, ready and waiting to cook up a nade like an angry Martha Stewart. All right. Ooh, Baba taking out VVV from Godsent. And here we have Bop Valley. His teammate Fameboys is down, leaving it up to him, Fate, and Russell. Fate with a nice little cliff edge overwatch, trying to get
Yeah.
eyes on Syndicate Salt.
Boring protocol.
maybe even his
We saw them in Sandhawk with the same thing. They had these great cliff advantages, seeing like they're taking the same kind of strategy with Miramar.
I gotta stop calling them bot. They are boring protocol. My apologies about that. Oh, Forever pushing up with the aggression like he's got no fear.
Fate though still
And is that
got
the Knight Rider card?
It is.
Sure it's the Knight Rider card. Oh, he does get a knock on Russell. However, can he get away? Can he get away?
Tries to get the card, gets knocked.
Through the smoke, no less.
I think it's fair.
And Valak up.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Bad Protocol might have just bopped that kill a little bit.
So what we were watching here, guys, is Syndicate versus BOP. Now we're switching over to Ghost here. Ghost swimming in the pool of Yo members. We got Beowulf cooking up some throwables. Ooh, Mizexis going after Oxy with a MG3, pardon me.
Ghost in a really... They're in a really pinned position with Bad Boring Protocol on the hill right above them. They cannot really get some great angles.
Yeah, they got Boring Protocol on one side. Above them, they've got Muzexis. Behind them, they've got Passion Fruit. And then below them, they got Godsent. They are in a peanut butter and tough sandwich.
Beautiful.
Oh, Vane. Oh, Kinga nades Kinga. Kinga nades Kinga, pardon me. And that happens at every tier level. I don't care who you are. I see that all the time.
Oh, yeah.
The hit list is eliminated there and then at the hands of, I believe that was Muzex's Starlight.
Yes, it was. Muzex's
And that
getting
was Starlight's
great
third
players.
kill and the team's third as well. Ghost tends to still working his way in around Yo members. Yeah, oh boy, and look at this. Dope coming in, securing the back warehouse here. Oh, Sleepless not going to let him. Sleepless from Passion Fruit getting a knock. However, he is taken down in return himself.
Rage just trying to get some shots over here on the Panthers, trying to keep them off of their rotation up to their area.
And here's Spray. Pulling the spray down, he does get Flawless, and Rage is going to steal it. Passion Fruit Rage steals the kill. Beautifully done. Casper going to try his best to get away, but as he gets away, he has gotten his way closer to Ogilvy. And he's stuck in between Ogilvy and the Panthers. Oof.
Casper, the last person up for his team, has to clutch this.
And Starlight not taking any breaks, going after Boring Protocol yet again.
Everybody
Starlight
just
not taking
playing
breaks.
the
He's got
ridges.
Valak.
Oh,
And that is it for Boring Protocol. Look at this cloud of smoke. Yo, still dealing with trouble. Trouble in this situation. Ghost Gaming. Not to mention Godsent right across the street. Both teams kind of waiting for the right opportunity. My concern is that both teams might be waiting from the push from the other. And if that is the case, then this could go on for a minute or two.
they might also just be waiting for these teams on the hill to clear out just so that they can try to get some new angles. They've had to sit in the same place this last couple of 30, 40 seconds.
That's very possible.
Purge trying to get some shots, getting shot from Passion Fruit on the hill above them.
And that's Enigma, aka Sleepless, going after the Panthers, Jayuya. Here we have 24K and Starlight, and that's finish on Dope. You know, he was down to it as a solo at that point. He hung in there as long as he could.
Being stuck though,
And-
pinned in that zone was not a good place.
Yeah. Just the nature of the game. And here's Vurex putting the shots down with a 3x M4. Oh, Voncho getting purged from. And hey, look at him go. Vurex does get somebody right there.
I'm gonna try to get a nade out. Don't think that that's gonna be successful though. No.
But you know whose nade was successful was Spray's HH24. And he goes for a quick thirst with a Tommy gun. Juancho getting a knock as well. Starlight got to heal up. He's taking some damage, but not as much as he's taking out Natsuo.
Lasering him from that distance.
It's a beautiful spray, it was. And here goes Zero, pushing up further and further, cooking up a nade. Oh, Yo is eliminated. Nades have been thrown.
As X's coming up very aggressively.
Yeah, they are not
getting
afraid
a knock
to run
on
this
one.
push. And that's Kitten taking out Khan. Vurex with another nade.
Takes
Ooh!
out two.
Taking out Zero with the nade, and then going after Kitten with the UMP and 24K. That was the most OP play of the day so far, in my opinion.
Him and Starlight
That
gonna
was
1v1 this.
If someone's
Starlight.
watching and is friends with Vurex, that would be a good time to have gotten a clip. Preferably before what just happened. All right. We got Beowulf here trying to get this med kit off. Just using this smoke for cover. He's got God Trey right across the street who's also healing up a little. Not to mention Passion Zexus chilling on that hilltop. Hugging the edge of zone. Guys, we are down to 10 people left. Only, let's see, 4 teams remaining. It's a 4v4v1v1. Interestingly enough, Passion Fruit Mizex is holding out strong. Mizex is with 9 kills on the board. Ogilvy is eliminated.
Passion Fruit's not far behind with 5. If they get the rest of this lobby, then they are gonna come out on top with the kill leader.
And Zero throwing some nades down at Passion Fruit. He's dead here. Passion Fruit trying to return the favor. Oh boy, yep, that's Squancher taking Kitten out.
Gets a knock on
Zero's
one.
gonna. Yep, and Starlight with a beautiful nade, and it does connect. He did Squancho. Oh my goodness, 24 getting Sleepless / Enigma. Oh my gosh, nades being rained down upon Passion Fruit here. Molly's coming down left and right. It is Armageddon. Ghost Gaming eliminated. Oh
Passion
my goodness, nades coming out. Oh,
Perfect nade goes out, gets a finish, and another knock for their team. Mezex is killing it right now on top of this hill.
Somebody's been practicing their nade game. Oh my goodness. That is a good sheesh right there. That's a sheesh.
Honestly, that was beautiful bomb work.
Rage is able to get Sleepless up here, but oh, Trey, the last remaining member of Godsent, trying to hold cover, and he's the only one in zone. He's got a little bit of building cover too. I'd say your best bet is just to hold around the corner there. I'm not sure, but he gets out and tries to meet Mizex's head on. At half health, he is going in. He is taken down quite quickly by 24.
And that is going to be it at the same time.
Yep. So in the end, Mizexis coming through with the clutch, and let's just take a moment to shine a little bit of light onto Starlight, who put up 9 of the team's 14 kills. 9 kills goes to Starlight. Absolutely amazing. We got Passion Fruit grabbing second place with 5 kills. Third place is going to go to Godsent with 5 kills as well. Coming in fourth, we got Ghost Gaming with 2 kills from Beowulf. Ogilvy going to grab 5th with 7 kills. Coming in 6th is the Panthers with 1 kill from Plush. 7th place belongs to Yo with 3 kills. And I'm sure, there we go. 8th place is going to go to the boys in Dope. Dope is having kind of an interesting night tonight. You know, they got first place round 1, last place round 2, and I think somewhere between the 4th and 6th for round 3. This go around, they got 8th with 1 kill. They're coming in right in the middle, if you ask me. We got BOP, aka what's their name again? Swins?
Boring protocol. I keep wanting to say bad protocol.
Yeah, yes, I know. Boring protocol coming in 9th with 3 kills, 2 from Valor, 1 from Fate. Syndicate claiming 10th place with 1 kill from Salty. The hit list going to grab 11th really quick with 5 kills. 12th place goes to Wall Street Bets, not faring quite so well this time with 1 kill from Bob. Talking about not quite faring so well this go around either, we got Illuminati in 13th place with 4 kills. Lazarus in 14th with 2 kills from Telly and Telly alone. 15th is going to go to Exet with 2 as well. The Knights going to claim 16th, last place, 0. Definitely a rough game for the Knights, but as this is just day 1 of 19. Congratulations, me X's, claiming me round 4 with a beautiful win. Starlight, 9 kills.
Yeah, as we saw, those nades, oh, that was some beautiful accuracy that we saw from Starlight. He was hitting them. He Kobe'd them perfectly. He got them out, and he did what he needed to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And talk about having hill advantage at the right time. And as soon as you got that knock, making it rain down throwables. Fire was coming out of the sky, nades were falling out of the sky. Passion fruit had very little options. You know, they didn't have very good positioning up against them, and
yeah, backing up
the result.
If they backed up just a little bit, they could have really left themselves open to God Sent Trey there, and he would have really been in an advantage. So I think that they really had to stay put where they were and use the advantage that they did. But in the end, all teams played really well.
Yeah, this is the tier 1 level. You're not going to find many teams doing overly poorly. And with that being said, guys, we're going to be taking an 8-minute intermission and coming back very shortly with our 5th and our final round of the night. It's going to be an Aaron Gale. We'll be finishing the night the same way we started. These are the $1,500 Trovo PUBG Mobile Invitationals, day 1 of 19. Stick around, guys. We'll be back soon. What's up, everybody? Oh, you little cutie patooties, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, and so happy to have you here for the 5th and the final round of the $1,500 Trovo PUBG Mobile Invitationals, day 1 of 19. We've got a lot more days of this to go, but we are going to be ending the night the exact same way we started, which is with an Erangel. Now, what exactly needs to be said about Erangel? I said it in round 1. But it's basically like the off-bred love child of Sandhawk and Miramar because it's the perfect middle ground between those two extremes. So it is fairly reliant upon the flight path to determine what sort of early game we get. But as we've seen, it can be any kind of situation. It all depends on the flight path. So let's see what we're working with here. Oh my, oh my, oh my. These participants have gotten so lucky today in terms of flight paths. This is a perfectly central one, leaving tons and tons of opportunities for potential drop spots and just too many options, to be honest.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of teams be able to take their favorite drop spots and be able to hold them without having to pull late, without having to pull early. None of that going on. People are going to have an easy time right now.
Absolutely. And speaking of which, Knight's comfortably coasting northbound over to Yasnaya. A little further off, we see the Illuminati heading north as well, potentially towards the school or Roshawk area. And if that is the case, they are probably not going to be alone. It looks like they have members of Yo close by, very close by, and Lazarus as well. It looks like Godsent is going to be heading towards the southeastern portion of the map. Very spread out as well. Some late jumpers. We got... Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, interesting, a lot of late jumpers.
Not Ghost. Ghost doing what Ghost does best. They want you to know exactly where they're going. Ghost is not afraid of a confrontation early game. They let everybody know where they're going, you know, right off the bat. They said, if you want us, we'll be here. And I've noticed time and time again that challenge is often not met. So,
crazy.
We've got members of Pro Era close to Wall Street Bet's Baba at the Ruins area, and Wall Street Bet's Baba is a ways away from his teammates. Kinge is in the edge riding the edge of zone. His buddy Stevo is just across the street from Watertown, and Drake is above the river. They are very spread out. That leaves them quite vulnerable, and we'll have to see how that plays out for them. We also see members of Syndicate squaring off with 19 Esports as we speak. And here we see Leon just dodging vehicles left and right. He's jumping for dear life, but he is run over.
No.
Oof, like roadkill. He's getting on the hay bale, but
he tried.
Forever coming to do the handiwork.
Tried to jump over, got
start for Syndicate. Yeah. That leaves 19 Esports at a slightly less advantageous position to start off the map. That leaves them down to Sam, Acer, and Carnage. And however, they do have a hospital area. Further off, let's see what our next closest confrontation would be. We have a not so surprising spread here with the ideal flight path. These confrontations are going to be a little few and far between at the very beginning. But we do see Pro Era at the North George area, just overlooking, and if they look southbound, they might catch eyes on Syndicate members on top of crates. All right, Acer driving around, going to claim the hospital area potentially, or just move on by.
Looks like we do have a couple of teams kind of clustered up by Roz. Lazarus holding Roz, Wall Street Bets holding Ruins. And I believe
Wall Street Bets Kinga about to face off. Yeah, Wall Street Bets Kinga is about to face off against AZ. AZ with a M4 UMP and level 2 armor right off the bat in a very, very comfortable position. Not to mention, he's got building cover. Kinga holding the grass cover down. He does have armor and good weaponry as well. M4 AK combo. And he's got eyes on AZ with a 4x M4. He puts the shots down and he does get the knock.
Successful knock indeed. The shots were secure, did not miss one.
Look at the self-control, not going for an immediate thirst. He knows that, you know, he might have teammates nearby. AZ might have teammates nearby. He's going to let one of his teammates come up and join the party before he makes his presence all too known. Very smart, beautiful self-control there on his part.
The rest of Wall
And look
Street
at that.
Bets coming in, yeah,
Oop.
doing the rest of the damage.
Saying bye-bye. All right. Now look at this. South George occupied by 19 esports and Syndicate, but on opposite ends. I don't even know if that's going to end up being anything. I say our closest bet would be between the Illuminati and Lazarus, but Lazarus has Rosshawk and Illuminati the school. Just as close to Wall Street Bets, I suppose. Oh, I take that back. I withdraw my previous statement. Nova driving eastbound might even run into Godsent Trey.
Running right into him almost. Driving right by. If Godsent would have gone the other way, they would have ran directly into each other.
That's true. That's true. Oh, Lazarus Telly is driving to school. He makes his way over to school, and he's ready for a confrontation. It's not just him. He pulls up with a squad of 3.
Do they know that this has gone on? Do they know that the apartments have been taken?
I am not so sure. I'm betting that they do. I'm betting they at least suspect it.
I would hope they suspect it in a lobby like this.
Yeah.
Definitely getting some good loot though. School has always been a great provider for that.
Oh, well then you and I must be talking about a different school.
Really? You have bad loot? You have bad loot?
I do. But you know what? This is just one of those calm before the storm situations here, Swins. I feel like we're swimming in the eye of this brief moment of passiveness because we have so many teams clustering in together now. Godsent being sandwiched in between the Knights and Nova, and not to mention how close Wall Street Bet Stevo is to Illuminati. His teammate Draco awfully close to Lazarus. All right, we got 19 esports Sam just catching some loot. He's got a little bit of distance from his teammates. Not really a whole lot going on in his neck of the woods, I feel like. Not so much as happening towards the middle of zone. I'm thinking that Stevo could be in kind of a predicament here, but it looks like the Illuminati might be driving him. So tuning in to Alucard.
Yeah, Knights are starting to get pretty clustered here with 3 teams in their area. Keeping this ridge though.
And I've said it time and time again, utilizing that landscape and terrain is going to put you milestones. Now here, Ghost Gaming holding down the edge closest to River, but they can't really say that they're safe behind him because Ogilvy and the Panthers are both on that southern island outside a military base, and they actually might be squaring off any moment too. Ogilvy and the Panthers. B-Town boys at Nova as well. If they choose to go to the bridge, it could be a 3-team confrontation.
Looks like Ogilvy is looking to set up around the bridge as well, making it so that these teams cannot cross over.
And that would be a very, very interesting play to see work out. But Ogilvy's actually working their way across the bridge as we speak. Almost like the Panthers let them go first.
Trying to see if they're going to get taken down right outside. Nova is right there.
Ogilvy is... OJU is driving away. He's driving away. All right, Alucard just relocating the vehicle, it looks like.
Possibly maybe coming in to get a different angle.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ogilvy Khan is bridge camping at this stage.
Definitely sitting on the other
side of the bridge. Look at this Kakarot. Kakarot with a 4x DP with eyes on Jayuya. Can he get him? He's going to do just a couple burst fires. He does get some good shots and taking him down below half health. It's not just him. It's him and Peaceful putting the shots down. Actually, it's all 3 of them. Isajot's down on the ground level. They have great multi perspectives on them. Multiple angles. And goodness, unfortunately for Kakarot and the B-Town boys, they are able to get away.
The B-Town boys, though, with that crazy rotation they just did with getting that side flank, they were ready for that fight. They knew that there were other people on that island with them. They were definitely prepared for that.
Absolutely. And, you have to keep in mind, these Tier 1 teams have practiced their rotations, their strategies. They've practiced for every situation possible for the most part. They're ready for whatever comes if they're well prepared. Erangel was the first map to ever be put out on PUBG, so this should be your most equated map of all 5, realistically. I guess.
Besides,
five,
yeah,
six,
besides the
six.
practice, the amount of studying that these teams have done into the other teams they're playing against as well, so they know the rotations that these other teams are going to try to go for, making it so that they have a better chance of making it into the end zone.
Yeah. All right, it is going to go down here towards the center of zone. We've got Yo right up here in the mix with the Knights, and here we go. No one's wasting time. Purge going to try to crawl in. Alucard waiting very patiently with the AK-47 on the stairs. Not going to have to worry about that nade. And look at that beautiful, beautiful takedown. Only taking out half of his clip. Purge is down. Iris is potentially soon to follow. We'll have to wait and see here. Coops going to get a little bit healed up as Alucard holds down the position. Iris is going to try to get this revive on Purge. Are they going to let him? No, sir. They're going to throw something. Boom! Iris with the takedown is set on fire, but is able to get a knock beforehand.
Not going to go down
The
to the
Flaming
molly
Warrior.
either.
Oh my goodness. And then Alucard doing some brisk work there. 313 with some throwables out in the distance does put the shots down. And Coops taking out Iris. 313 is the last remaining member for Yo at this point. Gonna try his best to hang in there, but taken down to a quarter health. It is looking very bleak for him.
Needs to get this health kit off now. Was successful in doing so, though. Another nade takes him down to where he basically just was. Needs to reset and restart.
Yep. All right, it did give him enough time to heal up, but it is not enough as he is rushed on by 2 members of the Knights, and they quickly do quick work. Chico and Alucard with the takedown. So, what would be our next closest confrontation? The Panthers working their way in above boring protocol.
Does
19
look-
esports not far off from Nova. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say that.
Oh.
We might see some action in between Godsend and Illuminati. They are kind of close, but not close enough for a confrontation. But if they rotate the wrong way, we might see one happen.
Yeah, actually, if you closer look at Hudson surrounded on 3 sides, Ogilvy below him, Illuminati to their left, and to their north, they've got members of Nova. So if they rotate anywhere except towards the Milta area, they could be in quite a pickle.
Even in the Milta area, we do have the hit list, which are starting to rotate up above them towards Nova. So it's going to be an interesting play for this team. Godsend's going to have to figure out how they're going to get around.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we have 56 people up, only 1 team fully out of the equation so far, and that's Yo. Most of the groups left, still full squads. It could be anybody's game at this stage. All right, we got eyes on Z here from the hit list, and he has got trouble right in front of him. That's the Illuminati, and he's going to try to run him over.
Looks like
Really
the Illuminati.
quickly rethinking it. Yeah.
Yeah, the Illuminati are going to take that advantage while he jumped out of the car to get out of there. Not going to waste any kind
Yeah.
of time with that.
Absolutely.
Running into problems
now
though
the-
from 19E.
I was about to say, they're taking some quick fire there. Ooh! King Hua taken out by Carnage. I thought it was Sam who got the knock, but not quite. It was Carnage, and with a quick thirst via the Scar L.
19E has
And
the
look-
hit list right above them.
Yeah, keep in mind, that gives the hit list that height advantage, the hill advantage. And Sam says, you know what? I'm going to make my presence known either way. Even though my teammates are a little bit further away, I'm going to put some shots down. Got himself an M4 mini combo. Finding himself M4 Uzi combo. Finding himself relying upon 9mm and 5.5, but he's only got one thing for distance here. That Uzi won't be helping at that sort of distance. All right, Ogilvy, using the multiple vehicle approach, just going to rotate into zone. A little bit late on the draw. They're going to be probably one of the last teams into zone. Looks like Godsend has been doing work on B-Town potentially. at least a confrontation between Godsent and Beatdown.
Definitely gatekeeping them from coming in.
Yeah. And ooh, down goes Graves like a sack of potatoes, taken down quickly. And 19 Esports Sam is going to go after in the distance. Nicely done. The hit list not giving up so easily. They are facing with Nova and trading hits kill for kill, but then the hit list is eliminated. Chifin going to come in for that revive. And Nova is going to remain a full squad.
Sam trying to get eyes on everywhere he can, trying to keep these angles. Nova still on the hill above him. Oh no. Looks like we have Boring Protocol and Ghost going at it over here next to Shelter. With
Absolutely.
OG
Not to
Livy right
mention-
on top of him too. Ogilvy?
Yep. Man, Ogilvy. Oh, Faneboys from Boring Protocol is down, leaving up to Russell and Valak alone. Valak approaching with an M4, trying to keep a nice little kind of a guard on Ghost Gaming, but oh, he's going to drive upward.
Almost switched rotations.
Russell, look at this, with 2 members of Ghost Knock, going to get that revive before the thirst. And Valak says, no, sir, I know what kind of player Beowulf is. I'm not going to take any chances on leaving this man alive.
Smart play indeed. Boring Protocol though now split up.
Beowulf is such a phenomenal player. Any chance that if you get an you're gonna want that thirst, because if he gets up, it's trouble in River City. All right, Salt from Godsent gets. Salt from Godsent had a beautiful nade before Isajot came in for the finish with that Scar L, and that seals the deal for Godsent for the night. Here we have the Knights squaring off up against members of Syndicate. With Salty down, World remains over here, trying to get the vehicle in front of. Uh-oh. World took quite a hit there, and this could be bad news bears for Syndicate.
Definitely.
As the Knights use that goal all to their advantage. Oh, money.
Nade
Beautiful
went out.
nade to finish Syndicate. Amazing job by Alucard. Okay, King A going in and taking out WAP as well. Just realized what I said.
Ghost
Some of these
trying to
players'
get.
names.
I
Go
mess
ahead.
up people's names so much. It's like the worst thing.
Oh, Durex with a 4X Scar L, trying to get eyes on Boring Protocol. Russell moving the vehicle up above him. Faneboys is very, very low on health here. Not looking in the best position. He is finished off right there and then. Durex soon to follow. He is knocked in retaliation by Valak. And Valak is going to take down Vayne as well. That leaves it up to Khan and Natsuo. Valak on a vengeance here.
Russell did get that behind rotation. He may start coming up behind them and trying to get a new angle, giving them a really hard time.
I would love to see that. Nothing quite hits like a beautiful rotation. All right,
Nova.
Pig from Nova does get a beautiful knock there on Lazarus Fears with that 4X DP28 combo. G3 soon to follow.
Lazarus
And, oh,
needs
look
to get
at
their
this.
people up now, for sure, with this new zone coming in.
Illuminati finished off by the B-Town boys. Nova Pig taken down in retaliation to his shots. That leaves it all up to Memory, and Memory alone. He's going to try his best to get his teammate up. Oh my gosh, reviving when he has almost no health left. Came out at the clutch time, but you can bet you're going to be approached. And look, Lazarus coming down just like I thought. Approaching Ogilvy.
Expect the
Oh, maybe
person
passing
to
right
go.
on by.
Yeah, passing
And
right
Vayne
on
gonna
by.
try. Yeah. That's some self-control for you.
Oh,
That's a finish on Lazarus right there and
Bad
then. It
protocol
looks like
getting
Boring
that.
Pro. Was it Bad Protocol or Boring Protocol?
boring. I'm just bad at the game.
I was a genuine question. It was a genuine question. I promise. I had to ask you last time. Don't feel bad. All right, we got Spec here, Ghost, rocking a DP of his own, taking quite a bit of damage, down to about 2/3 health. Gonna try to get some boost in before any confrontation unwinds. But here we have 19E, not too far off from Pro Era Pan. Pan is the last remaining member for his team. He's trying to stay hidden, but he's got to work his way into zone. He's got quite a
Definitely think he's going to be able to get this, though. Looks like he is pretty separated and left alone. Maybe not. Carnage did just show up to the party. I could be wrong. Acer down there in the middle of prison.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, Nova's got a beautiful height advantage here. Oh, Pro Era is down and out for the count. Nova, Pig, doing work now on Ogilvy with a takedown on Vayne there and then. He's going to go for a finish with the nade. Can he hit it? Can he hit it? Oh, that bounce.
That bounce gave him everything he needed.
Yeah, just that little extra oomph. Beautiful job there. And that's there's a finish on Ghost Gaming by 19 Esports, it looked like. And Pig fashionably working his way down the cliff. Yep, with multiple members of Ogilvy on his tail. Now Ogilvy with a bit of the height advantage as well.
Interesting, though, because we've seen that does come into really good use in every single game so far. 19E now stuck at the wall under this mountain.
Oh, Wall Street Bets faced their last one as the Knights took him out. Xenox finishing off Stevo. Now Vurex holding down position. I think he's got a great position here on the edge of zone. Nice hilltop advantage, overlooking 19 Esports. All right, boring protocol ballot. Not sure why he's choosing now to leave position, but he's doing so.
Maybe he just doesn't want to hold center zone, knowing that that's the only really good compound left for everybody to come take.
Potentially. I'm thinking I don't think he's as intimidated as that. I think it's more of just trying to get multiple angles potentially.
Yeah, that is a good point. Only down to 5 teams, though. This game went by very quickly.
Goodness gracious. Here, down to just a couple left. Oh, boring protocol down to a 2-person. Everybody else has 4 members or 3. Vurex really wants that angle on them, but he's... Oh, he might actually have the best positioning right here, except...
Knights are coming as a third party.
Mm-hmm. And look, nades being thrown here by Chico. And he does a quick rotation, not even waiting to see if it will connect. Alucard with the takedown on Acer. Xenox taken down by Valak. Oh, of course, Thirst. Valak wasting no time getting Xenox. And Alucard taken down as well, this time by 19 Esports Sam. That leaves it all up to Coops and Chico alone.
Sam pushing up,
Chico
too.
is down. Coops, the last remaining member for the Knights, in quite a predicament.
Ogilvy taking great position right now in the field. And the Panthers trying to get these faraway shots on Carnage as he sits behind this tree.
Yeah. Oh, but he's taking quite a bit of damage from zone on its own.
Oh yeah, rest of 19E now rotating in down. Sam trying to go around the outside away from the Panthers.
Carnage does go down to the zone. Guys, that leaves us down to 4 teams. We've got the Knights, the Panthers, Ogilvy, and 19 Esports in a 4v3, v2, v1 to end our 5th and final round of the night.
Amazing play by the Panthers, though, staying a 4. 19E finally going out. Coops taking shots as he's just trying to get in his vehicle and go anywhere he can at this point.
Absolutely. Coops really clinging to that tree for dear life here. Vurex is not questioning where he knows exactly where Coops is at. Coops is at half health. Oh, he's able to get a little med off. Goodness gracious. Oh, poor Coops is sandwiched. He's sandwiched. His minutes are numbered. Nade taking him back down to half, below half health. He's at a quarter health now. And
Man's
Burex
being
wants that
fully-
finish. Yeah, Coops is
Oh.
just ganged up on here, and that's Natsuo with a beautiful, beautiful nade for the finish on the Knights.
Great
It leaves us
distance.
in a 3. It was. Leaves us in a 3v4. Ogilvy versus a full squad of Panthers.
Panthers getting real
Nice.
aggressive. Runs Vurex over with the car.
Oof.
The Panthers still a full 4 take the win right then
What
and
a
there with no
finish.
problem.
That was a beautiful clutch ending. Talk about utilizing patience and waiting for just the right time to strike. The Panthers
yeah.
are going to grab first place. 7 kills. Great work. We got Ogilvy grabbing second, and that's with 5 kills, 4 of which came from Natsuo alone. We got the Knights. They're going to be claiming third place with 12 kills. Really good effort. In fourth, we have 19 Esports, and they're going to be taking that with 9 kills. A little more than half of their kills came from Sam. Boring Protocol going to take fifth this time around with 6 kills. In sixth, we got Wall Street Bets with 3 kills. All 3 came from Kinge. Nova is going to claim 7th place with 3 kills. Coming in 8th are our boys in Ghost Gaming, but they're going to do so with 0 kills to their name. Pro Era going to claim 9th with 1 kill and 1 kill only. That's the boys in Lazarus grabbing 10th place with 3 kills. We got the B-Town boys taking 11th with 5. Coming in 12th, we got the boys in Illuminati with 1 kill from Mango. Syndicate going to claim 13th with 1 kill as well from WAP. 14th belongs to Godsent with 2. The Hit List in 15th with 0. And lastly, we got Yo in 16th and last place with 0 kills.
That, I believe,
right.
is going to be it for today.
That
With
is
the Panthers.
congratulations to the Panthers with an amazing finish there.
Taking that
Goodness,
last
Swins.
place. Yeah, taking that last game
Absolutely.
kill.
Something I've really noticed here is that this is still just absolutely anybody's competition. Every team is putting up a good performance in at least one match or another, and I just can't wait to see how this is going to unfold. We've got 18 more days of this to go. So, even if they fared poorly in all 5 matches today, it's just one day. You got to shake it off and start again tomorrow. And I'm really curious to see what kind of momentum teams like Dope Esports are going to come bring to the table. They've had a very, very mixed bag today. There are the recurring teams, kind of clinging towards the top. We've got 19 Esports faring fairly well. But it's the teams that like Dope that really get me curious, because I just want to see. They've shown that they can pull off a first place win very aggressive. So how are they going to play it? I think, once you got that win, that was your time to be a little bit more aggressive. They did so and faced a little bit of consequences for round 2. So I'm curious to see what their strategy is going to be moving forward.
I think, honestly, the same thing with Boring Protocol. We have seen them take some great positioning on top of these hills, but just haven't been able to fully clutch it to get that win. But great consistency in placement, great consistency in their players, and I'm really interested to see where a lot of these teams place out as well. It's been a pretty interesting day.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this. You're not going to catch action like this outside of the top tiers. This is just top level action, and everyone doing this is, a profession with this to some degree. So I'm super, super thankful to be a part of this.
Definitely.
And,
super thankful.
With that being said, guys, I want to thank you all so much for viewing this event with us. Thank you for tuning in, showing your support to your favorite teams, and all that. We will be back at the same time tomorrow doing the thing. Once again apologize about the little bit of technical issues that happened during round, and that you got to work through as you go along. But there won't be a recurring issue with that tomorrow. So looking forward to seeing you guys then. And I hope you all have a great night. Have fun, be safe, and be kind to one another. Deuces.